Hi guys, my name is Ferdy and in this video we will compare Divi with Elementor Pro. I have a specialist about Divi. What's your name?
Hi, I'm the WordPress Doctor.
You're the WordPress Doctor.
Yeah.
You know a lot about WordPress and about Divi?
I know everything about Divi.
And if people want to learn more about Divi, where can they find you?
Just find me on YouTube. This is my channel. I will make a lot of videos about Divi and WordPress related stuff.
WordPress Doctor, we go way back.
Yes, we go way back.
You know, in 2009, I was making websites with Joomla, and every time I met the WordPress Doctor, he said, go to WordPress. And then I went to WordPress and I was like, it looks so ugly. And then finally in 2011, I decided to go with WordPress, and I want to say thank you.
You are very, very welcome. And yes, the Joomla area was fun, but this is way better. It's never been easier than now to create a business, to create a website. And Ferdy, thank you very much for, the whole world is learning from this guy. So he is the reason why I make YouTube videos. So we're all very grateful and we're gonna have a good time.
Yes, so we're going to talk about Elementor Pro and Divi. And since we're going to cover 29 different topics, we created timestamps for you so you can go to a certain part of the video. I hope this video will be entertaining and you'll learn a ton of stuff, and we can help you to make the right decision to get Divi or Elementor Pro. So let's get started. I know both page builders. I create tutorials about both page builders, and I do not want to say by inviting him that I'm against Divi or elegant themes. Not at all. I love it. It's, I think, like having a PC or a Mac. You get used to work with the thing you're using. So I use Elementor Pro the most, more than Divi. That's just my preference. I'm not saying Divi is bad, but that's something I want to say to you. I love both page builders. It's up to you which one you choose. But I want this to be honest. So I was like, okay, if you know more about Divi than I do, I'd rather invite someone else. And I'm happy that you're here. What we're going to do, we're going to talk about a lot of different aspects within Elementor Pro and Divi. And I think we're going to challenge each other like, hey, can Divi do this? Can Elementor do this?
Yeah.
And before we're going to talk about it, let's talk about pricing. So if we can go to the pricing. By the way, in this video, we use affiliate links. If you want to get Elementor Pro to my affiliate link, you can go to ferdycorp.com/Elementor. Hit enter, and if you buy it, I get a commission.
If you want to buy Divi, and I can imagine you really want it after this video. No, I'm kidding, man. But you can go to WPressDocter.com/getDivi.
Okay, we'll show it in the screen. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so I think, honestly, Divi has the best pricing available in comparison to Elementor Pro because they have the yearly access, which will cost you $89 a year. But they have also a lifetime license. And before I realized that, I already paid 5 years of the yearly access before I started with the lifetime license. And then you just buy it one time for the rest of your life. It's unbelievable. Plus, you also get not only Divi, but also a couple of plugins, Bloom and Monarch, which are really, really nice plugins for just one time price.
Okay. Thing. And then the question is, for how many websites can you use it?
Unlimited.
Wow. Yeah, each package, unlimited websites.
Yeah. Just lifetime access. Just pay one time, use it on unlimited websites, unlimited times, even for your clients or for your little brother or for your grandma. Unlimited.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Elementor.
Yeah.
There's a free version of Elementor, which is free, which is amazing. You can do a lot of beautiful things with it. But if you really want to take it serious, then there is another package. There are 3 packages, the personal, the plus, and the expert. They're all the same, but the difference is the amount of licenses you get. So for one website, you pay $49 per year. For 3 websites, $99 per year. And for 1,000 websites, $199 per year. I know there's a big company in the Netherlands, and there are more companies that make websites for a living. They have a lot of people there working, like 30, and they make websites all the time with Elementor Pro, and they have different add-ons. And the company that makes millions per year only pays $199 per year for Elementor. So I think They are both great deals. I think Divi has a better deal, but when it comes to making websites for clients, you can make a lot of profit with it. I think both deals are great. So the difference in the 3 packages over here is the amount of licenses you get. If you want to start out, you want to have a personal website, this is amazing. If you want to take it to the next level, make websites for clients, then this is also a good price. But let's be honest, Divi has a better deal, but both deals are great when it comes to making websites. Yeah. So that's it about pricing. Of course, we will talk about what you will get when you get Divi or get Elementor. So I think we can go to our website.
Well, what about customer support?
Customer support.
Is it also included in the license of Elementor Pro?
Yes, it is.
How far does it go? Do they really help you with like custom snippets when you can fix it yourself, or do they really enter your website if needed and go make the adjustments themselves?
To be honest, Elementor Pro is so good that I never had to deal with customer support yet. No, I have to say I posted a ticket 2 days ago. I know there are a lot of people in Elementor, at least 70 that are full-time support. You can of course go to the documentation. If you can't find it, you can search for it. If you can't find it, you can create a ticket. I have no reaction yet in 2 days. They say it's very busy. Meanwhile, I found out that the question I asked was really stupid. But even stupid questions should be answered. But I don't know. So after 2 days, I got a reaction from Elementor, and it's explaining to me what I need to do. I need to go to the theme settings, and there I can change the columns with all those outlines and all that stuff. So that was really personal, and they helped me to solve the problem. So I really like the support, but again, I do not often have a support ticket for them. So how about Divi?
Well, Elegant Themes has this support ticket system, and they really help me within a couple of hours.
Okay.
But to be honest, the reaction time changes whenever there's a new launch of a new version. The reaction times change to 1 day, sometimes 2 days, most. Mm-hmm. But Divi has its own support system, so you can toggle the switch and they can log into your website and they can make the adjustments themselves.
Wow.
If needed.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. They work with 108 people now on the team worldwide. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So with Divi, you sometimes need help and they will give it to you. With Elementor Pro, you don't need help and they are able to give it to you. No, just kidding. Again, I like both page builders.
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, I also love Elementor Pro. It's really good choice. What I like about Elementor Pro is the free version.
So what do you think about Beaver Builder?
What do you think about WP Bakery Builder?
I haven't tried it yet, but maybe...
No, it's horrible.
If they become really good, then I will take a look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good one. Support.
Support, yeah.
So I have a website over here. It's ugly. It's just with the purpose of showing you how you can do things in the website. What we want to do now, we want to challenge each other like, okay, I made this with Elementor. Can you make it with Elegant Themes with Divi? And then we're going to ask each other questions, little challenges. And in that way, you can see which page builder you like more. And
but we have rules.
We have rules.
You can't use any extra plugin. It has to come from Divi or Elementor Pro out of the box. You can't use any CSS, no JavaScript, and no jQuery.
I don't even know what jQuery is.
No extra coding, just out of the box. Can you create it? Well, show me what you got, Ferdy. Come on.
Okay. Well,
what do you have?
Let's go to the first one. I go to my notes. I need my phone, and I want to maintain. If you place it here, I can grab it.
I slide it to you.
Thanks. Hey, there was someone at the front door. Okay, let's go to my notes. The first one. Does Divi have a search bar with a lot of call to actions? Can you go to a search bar within the website and go to any place to create a new page, to add a new template? Is there a search bar for it? Yeah, we're going to start with this one.
Show me. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay,
Show me. Show
over
me.
here.
Show
If
me.
I say I'm here on the homepage of an Elementor
It's the front end.
page. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I say Command E, and I can say create. I can add a new post. I can add a new page. I can add a new theme template. If I want to create a new pop-up, I can go to the homepage. But you can go to a certain place really quick.
That is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I have never seen that within Divi.
Okay.
Because this is, you of course you can search for modules. So what you can do with this is you can add a module right there. And then you can type it in here. So you can search for the module. But I'm really excited.
What I like is when you create your first page in Elementor, you can say Command E, create, then you can create your second page and you're immediately within Elementor.
It's cool.
And you can go over here and you can give this a name. And that's what I like.
I really like that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Divi doesn't have that. Although I may be wrong, but I highly doubt if I'm wrong. But if I do, put it in the comments.
Nick Roach, if you're watching, here's a new ID for you.
So when you're in the Divi builder, you just press Shift Spacebar. And now you can use your keyboard to do anything you would do with your mouse. And you can perform all these commands inside this Divi Actions module. Type in your page inside of here, like home, and you can go to the home page. And when I press it, I just go immediately to the home page and I'm in the editor right now. So it's pretty similar to Elementor Pro. You could also insert layout sections, row modules. You can add text module and you just press enter and you then can just drop it anywhere that you like. So let's drop it right there. And now you can edit this content. It's a really great feature.
All right, so Ferdy.
Yeah.
Can you create with Elementor Pro a standard contact form and newsletter sign up? And let me show you what I have in mind. So this is a standard page from Divi with a standard module. So we can enter your name right here.
What happened to that image?
No, I just Googled your image. Is it not? Oh, you have the nose is different. All right. What is your favorite page builder? You can, with Divi, you can create also drop downs and, how you call it?
Radio buttons.
Radio buttons and select buttons, drop down buttons. Oh.
Way to go.
Way to go. Yeah, I didn't change the background. All right. And also conditional logic. So if your favorite YouTuber is Ferdy, it says, please pick another option. Sorry, my bad. Whoops, I made a mistake. And if I go to the WordPress Docter, you can choose your bribe.
Wow.
Like a free Divi subscription, etc. You can ask the question.
What's the link of that website? I want my bribe.
So, but it's all integrated into the Divi contact form. So that is pretty awesome.
That's really awesome.
And let's go to the subscribe module. It's just a very easy subscription module, which you can, of course, change the background, the colors and everything. That's pretty standard. And you can subscribe to like any system that you use yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So this list...
Is your laptop taking off?
Wacht maar. Ik doe het achter op PC. All right. So let's make it more Elementor Pro style. Put it on the side. All right. So with this module, you can actually use all different email accounts. You can use all kind of service providers. They're all integrated. You don't need any plugin for this.
Okay.
So this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, let me try. I have the form over here. And if I want to know, sure, it's from Elementor Pro, I collapse this. Here's the Pro Element forms. I drag it over here. Then you see a simple form. Let me fix the padding a bit. In the section, let's say 50. Okay. So I click on it and then I have the form fields. If I want to add a new one, let me drag it up over here. I can select it over here. So I can add an email form field or a URL, radio button. There it is.
There it is.
So I need to label it first. Option.
It looks like you got more options than Divi.
Yes, that can be the case. Option 1, option 2, option 3. So there it is. Of course, I need to style this a little bit more. I can duplicate it and I can also click over here and then decide to change it to a checkbox. And then again, there's option 1, 2, 3. Let me duplicate it. Which option? And then you can have a file upload. You can have the time and number.
You can even have a file upload?
Yeah. You can even have a honeypot.
Hold up. Even, yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Well, a honeypot is very useful. It's like a hidden field and bots fill it out and humans can see it.
Of course.
If it's filled out.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but Divi, if you look at my screen, we only have these ones. Email fields, text areas, checkboxes, radio buttons, and select dropdowns.
Okay.
So if you say file upload, password, HTML, that is just something more that Divi doesn't have out of the box.
Yeah.
That's why I always use a different plugin for this.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah. And which one do you use?
Gravity Forms. I have a very nice video about that on my channel.
So if I can be so bold, feel free to subscribe to his YouTube channel. I want to have more competition. So I become better. I need that.
Yeah, he needs it. He's getting lazy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. If you like the videos, you can subscribe.
Yeah.
So, but I would say Elementor has a better contact form out of the box. More options.
Yeah.
It's just plain simple. We all have seen it.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about the styling yet. As you saw before, let me go to the home page or Command E. Home page. Whoa. You can even style it like this.
Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, you did your best.
And if you use CSS, no, we're not going to use CSS.
No.
Okay.
Of course, I can code these extra fields in Divi with some JavaScript, but...
What's that?
We just keep it this way. And I think Elementor is better in the form field.
Okay. I have a question for you. I think you will have a positive answer. Can you import a complete pre-made website in Divi? So you have a blank website. Can you import a pre-made website with pages, the menu, all that stuff? So you can adjust it?
Yeah, so this is pretty amazing. I think Divi has done a really awesome job. They are creating every week a new layout for a new website. And one layout has like 6 pages inside of it. So let me show you that. It's pretty easy. You just go to the options right here. You press on this plus button. And here you can see pre-made layouts. They now have 189 layout packs freely available within your license. And those are almost 1,400 pages. So you can just scroll down this library, pick any page, any website, any design you would like, which you would love. You click on one and they have different layouts in this pack, like the About contact page. They have all the different pages and you just press use this layout and it will be loaded inside of your Divi page.
Yeah, and will it be loaded into one page or will the complete website be imported at once?
It will be loaded in this page if I do it this way. You can do it another way via the website and then you can download the entire pack.
Okay, oh, that's good. So to answer that for myself, I figured it out that you cannot import a complete website at once yet in Elementor Pro. But also here I can go to new page, title, publish it, and then I click on edit with Elementor. And there are template kits. So over here, there are pages, and if I search for agency, you see all those same styled images, and I see this is the home page. So I can insert it, but I need to do it
per page.
But then again, I can say Command E. So I update this, I say Command E, and then create a new page. And that way, it takes a while. I would like to see that you can import a complete website at once. So you install Elementor Pro on a new, fresh WordPress website, and then you click on it. You have a website with a lot of pages, and then change the content. But at this moment, this is the best way on how to do that. You go to the folder, to pages, you search for it, and then insert it. And I have to say, I guess that's the same with Divi, all those things are optimized for all devices.
Yeah.
That's what I love about templates.
Yeah. So just a small correction. I thought it was possible to upload an entire layout in your website, but as with Elementor Pro, you have to do it per page. I don't know the method to do it in one time. But if you do, please leave it in the comments because we don't know what we don't know.
True. So bring it on, the next challenge.
The next challenge, all right. Ferdy.
Yes.
Can you make, with Elementor Pro, sticky modules on any module, row, or section on your page? And I'm going to show you what I mean.
Wow.
So you can create any module will be possible. Oh, you're sticky. You see it?
Wow, I'm sticky.
You got even sticky.
I'm sticky and ugly.
So, and you got a menu that sticks.
Yeah.
Right? So you can create anything in Divi can be made sticky. So if you, for example, have these animated bars, you can just go into the options of any module. You can go to advanced, then you go to scroll effects, and then you get your sticky position. And you can press stick to top, stick to bottom, top or bottom. And you can even say to where it has to stick, so where it has to stop being sticky. From surrounding elements, transition styles, it actually stops on the next row.
Okay.
You can see right here. So how do we do that with Elementor Pro? And is it possible?
It is possible, yes, definitely. What I will do, I have this demo over here, so why not roll with that? And what I can do now, I can get rid of this area. And this one, let's use the button. So it's aligned in the center. So I go to the column and I say a vertical alignment over here. Then I click here. I go to advanced and then I can go to motion effects and I can make it sticky. On top, what happens? It will stay sticky until the end of the world. I can also say stick it on top. So what will happen? If I scroll up, it will be there until I reach the point where it originally is. If I say top, I can say also can say stay in the column. So it will be with us and then it's gone. What you also can do is create a new element or leave it as it is. Go to the motion effects and no sticky, but at positioning, I can make it absolute or fixed. So fixed means it's all the time over there. And I can drag it, even though it's a little bit harder now because there are a lot of things in front of it. Or I can say, oh, by the way, offset here. So I can have an offset. Yeah, that's how you can fix it. Or you can make it, so right now, everywhere in the page is the same. You can also do that for your mobile or tablet, or you can make it absolute. And then you can place it somewhere over here. And you don't have to do padding or margin. You can just say, I want it to be here.
Yeah.
Right
just
now.
Drag it.
Yeah.
To the place.
Like that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's also
and
possible
then,
in Divi. All right.
Yes. Satisfied?
Yeah.
So then it's my turn. Okay. Does Divi have a dark interface?
Does Divi has a dark interface, like when you're working at night?
Yeah, that the left area, which is light right now, can be dark, which is better for your eyes.
I know what you mean, and by my knowledge, Divi doesn't have a dark mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet. Because they're copying everything from Elementor Pro.
Yeah. Yeah. And vice versa.
Yeah.
So they're all looking at each other. So, but they don't have, in my knowledge, if you find the toggle switch, let me know in the comments.
Yes. Well, here at Elementor, go to the settings, site settings. Just kidding. I mean the user interface, and then, or it will detect the style of your computer. So
really?
yeah, auto detect. Yes.
It's only on Mac or?
I don't know. Last time I used a PC was in 1953. You can make it light or you can make it dark. So that's
that's pretty cool. I think that's.
But then still the biggest area is still light. So, but it's a nice feature.
It's a nice feature. But do you actually use it?
I decided to use it. Last week I worked and I got a headache. So I was like, okay, maybe. And if you take a look at my background on my computer, I like to use simple colors. Sorry, I don't have my wife here in the background. If I want to see my wife, I just turn around and I see her there. And if I want to see her real life, I go downstairs. But I like to give my eyes as much as rest as possible since I'm working on the computer for 26 hours per day. Average, not, yeah, sometimes more, sometimes less.
I think it's a great feature.
Yeah, me too.
Right. So next one. Ferdy, can Elementor Pro create overlays on backgrounds? Let me show you.
Yeah, please show me.
Can you do it Elementor Pro like this is the image used in this section, but as you can see there is a overlay placed on it. It's a little bit more black on the top.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down, then you have another image, which is also the radiant. The radial style here is just placed on it with CSS. You have also here the red down there and the black here on top is all placed on it using Divi's normal modules.
Okay, well, let's figure it out. I create a new, let me go over here. Click on the plus, create a new section. In that section, let me change the height to minimum height of 800. I want to go to the style, have a background. So I have an image over here. What I can do now, I can go to the background overlay of the section, and then I can have a gradient. And over here, I can say, make it dark.
Cool.
And over here, I can say, make it blue. But what I also can say is make it transparent. So then you get the same result. Over here, I can change the angle. But before I do that, I want to change the opacity so you can see it better. Here it's dark. I can turn it. I can even change the location. So I can even make it a line like that.
Cool.
And then again, change it. Yeah, I think, of course, you can do it in different ways. But what I said, also this can be a little bit transparent. So I think you can play around with it and you have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want to. What you also can do, use blend modes. So this red color will multiply with the background or screen, what you can do in Photoshop. You also can do that over here. And then based on the colors in the image, original image, it decides how to show the image. Yeah, you show a few different examples. I think what I showed you makes you believe that you can do it also on all the other examples.
I forgot to show you, but indeed with this background is like the same as Elementor Pro. You can just select your color right here on the left side, just to make it red.
Yeah.
Select your color, make it more opacity, and it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, and you talked about a radial. Well, here's the radial.
Yeah,
and then I can.
It's right here. Yeah.
Change it so I can make this transparent, and then the second one I can make it dark. Oh, let's go. And then I can change the location again, make it bigger, make it smaller. So also there a lot of freedom. And something else, there are CSS filters. So if this will be an image, I could make it blurry. So you see it's not making the background blurry now, but if I decided to use an image as an overlay, so let's take it to the next level, upload files, it will look weird, but it's what you can do.
Put an image over the existing background.
Yeah, there, there it is.
This is pretty cool.
And then lighten, change the CSS filters. And you can also, no, let's keep it with this. I think
awesome.
people are overwhelmed already enough.
Yeah.
And then if you would make the first background fixed, attached fixed, then it will also have an effect like that.
Wow.
Weird.
This is a real cool feature, and Divi doesn't have that. I can create it, but I have to use another module to place an image over this image. You know, so it is possible, but I think Elementor Pro is really cool on this. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. Let me see. How about global colors? Can you do that with Divi? So you can have one global color, and if you select it everywhere in the website and you decide to change that one color, the global color, that the whole style of your website will be different?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Divi has that. It's called presets. You can see it right here on the top. The preset now is default. If I create a new preset, then you can change one thing and show it to all. Let me show you how this works on a real page. So for example, look at these blurbs. These blurbs are all red, but it's not really the style of the website. So I'm going to into this module settings, and then I can go to this preset. I can change the icons, And then you see a flip. And then you can just change this icon to another color, and you can see that all the modules will be changed at the same time, and even on other pages inside your entire website. So I think the presets are pretty cool.
Yes. Okay, here the same. You can go over here, left top to the site settings. Then there are global colors. So if I would say this is the primary one and this is the accent, I have to say I just imported okay, I can show you on the homepage. There I go. I leave this page unedited.
You really like this feature, don't you?
I like it. I like all those features. Yeah. Since Divi doesn't have it, I was like, oh wait, I can also do it that way. So I want to edit this page with Elementor, and as you see, there are two main colors on this page. And if I decide to go to the global colors, site settings, global colors, and then change this one to, let's say orange, my favorite color, and then this one to purple. I don't know if this fits, but you see the whole style of the website changes.
Wow.
And what I want to do, I want to create all my website with global colors, that if a client says, hey, I feel like I want to change everything, I don't have to change everything manually, but I can just change it once. And then my client, I say, okay, it took me 4 hours, client, to do this. So it will cost around $857. And then I just did it in a few seconds. And then I become rich and I can give all the money to the poor. And I become,
Robin Hood.
Yes, Robin Hood.
All right, that sounds really awesome. So Divi Elegant Themes just showed me a short preview, a sneak preview of this very option being added to Divi right now.
Okay.
So you can actually use different styles of colors to change different sections of modules. It's really amazing, but I can't show you right now because it hasn't been implemented right now.
Okay. One more thing.
Yeah.
Going to XML. If I click on update and my client says it is garbage and I don't know which colors were there, I can go over here to the history and go back to the actions. If I change something over here, well, maybe that's the next thing. How does it work with the history? If I mess something up, so I say I'm angry with my wife because I have no clue, and I delete everything, and then a day later I think she was right as always, and I decide, okay, now I missed this, I can go to Elementor, and then I think, okay, let's go to the history, and there is no history, but there are revisions. And then I can go to the latest one or one I like. And then everything is back to normal. Wait, that's not the one. So let me see. 14 seconds ago. This is the one. So my fight with my wife is solved and my website is back all at the same time.
Yeah.
How about Divi?
It's amazing. Well, of course, Divi has a undo option right here. They have this button, and well, I only loaded the pages so far.
Of course.
So I have to save it, and then you can just go back. And of course, we have the revisions of WordPress itself that you have to leave the visual builder.
Yeah, but what I see over there is the global history states, the second tab, and then you can go to is that different revisions?
Yeah, so this is the blurb we've edited, and this is a global settings for the entire website. So here you can change it back to, So this is pretty solid. You can't go wrong with this.
Yeah, that's amazing. And because we go wrong all the time when making websites.
Yeah, of course. We're just doing stuff.
Yeah, and the second thing was that you said that the revisions are from within WordPress itself.
Yeah, so if you exit the visual builder, you can, of course, if you save this page, you go to edit page.
All those clicks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. And then you have the revisions, of course, right there. But this is a standard WordPress.
Yeah, but it's working.
It's working, yeah. Yeah, it's working.
So if you can read code, you can just find the right...
Yeah, I think Divi got some work to do right here. Yeah, because this is just the WordPress version of it.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm missing something.
But you can also take a look at the timestamp and know, okay, I added yesterday, so you know when
yeah, this is
should
like
go back.
15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago, and this is like 15 seconds ago. So you know exactly where to go to.
Yeah. Okay, can you challenge me with something new? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in the good flow.
All right, so the next one is, can you create scroll effects with Elementor Pro? And I'm gonna show you what I mean. When you load this page, you see that some elements are moving. You can see it. The big difference is with the other way that it's moving when you scroll up and down. You can do some pretty cool things with this. You can even make it blurry and just make it clear.
Okay.
We can all become like Ferdy.
Wow.
But I thought it was time now for the whole world to see how
I
you
thought
really look.
the image was secret only for me and for my wife, but
So you got something really nice to see. And
it seems that my face is a little bit white and the rest is nice tan and stuff. How can that be?
so the effects are really cool. If you go up, it all moves again back in place. So can you create this with Elementor Pro out of the box?
But is there also there's an intro effect? Is there also an outro that if you scroll down even further that it goes away again?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. I didn't do this
No,
on
but
this
you can do
website
that.
because
Okay.
the function is so you can scroll down and then you can read it. So your attention will be drawn to the elements right on your screen right now. And it's just moved.
Yes, this is possible. What I want to say up front, we both know that if you make your whole website with animations and stuff, scroll effects, it will make your website slower. Keep that in mind. But if we can do that, well, yes, as you see over here, we could not use CSS. And I was a little bit disappointed because I want to have this light or transparent menu or header. And when I scroll down, this background. But you need CSS for that. But you can also use a scroll animation. So if I edit the header, what you will see. So it's a creative way to solve a problem. Over here, the section style, then there is scroll effect. So here you have scrolling effects, and what does it say when you scroll down? Then this background appears. So the background color is this color.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the same as this area, so you don't see it. But if I would say this one, here it's not visible, but if I scroll, then it becomes visible. And that's what I decided over here. The transparency, it says over here, it fades in. So it fades in. Level 10, so a maximum of the background should be seen. But when people enter the website, it's not scrolled yet. When there's a 0% of scroll, it's transparent. So let me show you another example. I'll just create it really quick. Okay, what I did already, I had the same question for you, so I prepared a little bit. If you scroll down over here, nothing. And based on how I scroll, you see something can come into place. I think what you showed. So right now what you see, it keeps on scrolling. So there's an incoming effect. So let me go over here. I go to advanced and then motion effects. And then there are mouse effects. Oh, sorry, scrolling effects. So for scrolling effects, I need to go to this one. There are mouse effects and scrolling effects. So in here I said the vertical scroll should be turned on. Okay, yeah, there's a different tutorial about it. Also for Divi, I guess. You will make one. The direction is up or down. So when I scroll down, I can decide how much difference there should be. So I come here, and what you see, it comes into place when I'm in the center of the scroll, but it goes from 0% to 100%. So you can click, then you can change the viewport. So when should it start the effect and when should it stop? You can also make it stand still. So you go halfway through the page and then it stays there. And as you see, there's blur. So I can make it blur. I can make it rotate. So you can do a lot of things over here and then bring it into the right place.
Yeah.
You showed it already. Or do you want to show it even more?
Yeah, well, yeah. Because of the backend, I didn't show the backend. So you go to your design and you go to advanced and you go to scroll effects. And this is actually the same as we've seen with Elementor Pro.
Only
vertical, horizontal motion, fading, scaling, rotating, and blurring. Why are these exactly the same? Well, I'll tell you, these are the options CSS has to offer us right now. So when there will be more options added to CSS, then they will be implemented in Elementor Pro and Divi straight away. So it actually works exactly the same. You have this button, you have the starting offset, you have the mid offset and the ending offset. It's a little bit different, but they also work with percentages. And you can see when it has to be triggered on the top, or as you can see, things change. When I change it right here, you can see it in the builder.
Yeah. So people can get fit, healthy for $1.
Now there's the initiation fee.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So you pay $1, then you can sign up with you. I get, of course, 50% commission.
Yes.
And then they can sign up for your personal training, and you can become just like Ferdy.
Wow. And then we have to
in
pay
just 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yes. And then we have to pay taxes in the Netherlands.
Yeah, so total
and you can keep around 10% of the income.
Yeah, so that will make you $2,000 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Well, it's not that much, but you help somebody, so
yes.
it's cool.
Okay,
okay, we got it.
Since we're around this project, how about mouse effects? So based on your pointer, there can be effects. Can that be done in Divi?
Yeah, it can be done with a plugin.
With a plugin.
No, I have never seen this before in Divi, but this looks really cool.
Yeah, it's not a twin. They were born like 2 minutes after each other. 3 beautiful ladies. And if you do that, they can scroll based on what you decide over here.
Yeah, it's cool.
Again, motion effects, mouse effect, and then you can make it 3D like this. You can go the opposite, make it go the opposite way. So mouse track opposite or direction. So now it goes with you, and that's what you can do. And the thing itself, it looks a little bit weird, but if you combine it with a pop-up, so when you scroll over the pop-up, you see some helicopters fly around. It can be a really nice effect.
Cool feature.
Yes. What's next?
What's next on the list? Can you use, with Elementor Pro, a standard color palette throughout all your pages? And why is that important? When creating a website, you often have your logo, and you have different kind of colors that are your colors of your business or your traveling agency website or your blog. So you want to use the same colors in every module, row, and section.
Okay.
Now let me show you how this looks like on the back end. So what you can do in the Divi theme options, you go to Divi theme options, you have this color pickers default palette, and you can just change it the way you would like. You can add any color in there.
Can you also add more colors to it?
No, these are the only colors just now.
Yeah.
I have seen a sneak preview where they have huge color options, like 25 colors in one block. Mm-hmm. But you really, when you're creating a website, you only need like a few colors. Those are the main colors. So when I change this color pickers default palette, when I go to a page, and when I edit any module, you will have the same color palette throughout your entire website. So it's a very useful feature.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Elementor. If I would create a new button, for instance, I drag it over here. I click on it, I can go to the style, and then I can click on the color. As soon as I see the color, I can make use of the global colors, of course. I can add as many colors as I want to, give them a title, or I can click over here, and then I see a color picker. I see no color palette yet, but if I think, hey, I want to use this color a lot, I click on the plus. I can give this a color, logo color. And then from that point on, wherever I am in the website, if I want to change something, you don't see it over here, but now it has become a global color.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't see it over here anymore. And I have to say, they changed it for a year all the time. So you made a tutorial with, hey, there's a new way. And then they changed it again. Why? Because they want to make it better. Yeah. And sometimes, for instance, before you could update and then you could click over here to see it. And then they did an update and I could not click there anymore. And I sent an email to Ben like, hey, what's happening? And then I found out it's the eye. And now I think That's so much easier than before. So sometimes they change things. And I had to say, I was a little bit surprised. Where are they? But now they are at the global colors. Yeah. And I think that's better. But you need to get used to it.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about Elementor Pro and Divi. They update very, very regularly.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Two Dutch people trying to say the thing right. Okay, if I go to plugins, let's go to the plugins.
Let's go to plugins. Why would you go to plugins?
Well, add new. See when it's updated for the last time. So I go to Elementor. Sure. Okay. I did it yesterday, so no. Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's also a big difference.
Oh, you cannot see that.
Elementor Pro is a plugin.
Yeah.
Divi is a theme. And they have like integrated the entire builder in this theme. So there's a big difference in the coding background of it. You can use Elementor Pro with any theme you would like. But the problem I have with that is that sometimes I get the clients that tell me, well, I bought Elementor Pro with this theme a couple of years ago, but this theme isn't supported anymore. Now that's the problem you won't have with Divi, because Divi is a theme on itself. I have websites from 2014. That was the year 2013 it was launched, Divi, on the end of 2013. And I have still websites from 2014. They are still working and running and doing it great with the newest Divi version. So that's great. So the newest theme...
I think you cannot see it, but...
Wait up. We have the change logs right here. I keep track of this because of all my clients. I have to know what's happening with Divi. They updated it
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Talking about a plugin, if you have Elementor Pro, it's a complete page builder, just like Divi. They're both actually now theme builders. So it's not a page builder anymore. It's more than that. And if you take a look at the history of WordPress, you should know better because you're a longer WordPress user than I. In the beginning, it was a blogging tool. So that's why when you create a new website with WordPress, the first thing you see is no recent post. So the homepage shows the latest blog post. But now it's so much more than that. So that's why we work with appearances and themes and plugins. And that can be a little bit weird, but it's because way back, that was such a big part of the structure of WordPress. So they have not changed it. Maybe they will. But for me, it's fine. It's a plugin. There's a Pro plugin, Elementor Pro. And if you use Elementor Pro, you still can make use of the Astra theme or a different theme. Some people prefer that. It's a little bit easier sometimes, but with Elementor Pro, you have almost the same functionalities or even more. So I'm still figuring out what's the best way. Right now, I use the Hello theme, but it's up to you. If you use Astra, you can create a menu really quick and then create something beautiful with Elementor Pro. So that was something that I wanted to say for free. And now the video is a little bit longer. So I guess we keep on going with the content of the video.
Yeah.
It's me. It's my turn.
It's your turn.
To challenge you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will. Can you create a header in Divi that will slide in or fade in through the left or to the right? So you open a page and then after 5 seconds or 3 seconds, the header slides in.
Yeah, you can do that, but you have to use these scroll effects.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about.
Yeah. So like this. This is what I made. I had a header over here, as you see.
Oh, wait, this is different.
Like, let me show you what I mean.
Yeah.
There's this header, and I decided here at the section, sometimes it's hard to grab this. I go to advanced. Then we go to the motion effects. And what I decided over here, there's an entrance animation, fade in down, slow after 1 second. So if I go to the home page, or just like, click over here. Then after 1 second, it slowly fades in.
Nice. It's really smooth. I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
And I don't have to use CSS code for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we can, of course, with every question we ask, and it cannot be done in Divi or it cannot be done in Elementor Pro, you can do anything with CSS.
Yes.
But for this, we wanted to do it out of the box. What can you do with the different packs? So it is possible, I think. Let me think. Let me try. Because
30 minutes later, again, I'm still pro Divi. You need to learn how to defend the thing you're promoting. If I was in the Divi chair and he was in the Elementor chair, I would do the same thing. But now it's easier.
That will be cut out. This entire piece will be cut
I
out.
decide what will be edited. And not.
Yeah, you're editing it. All right, let's.
Oh, by the way, can we start over? I normally don't use glasses in my video. Can we start from the beginning?
Sure.
I will cut it out frame by frame.
Let me see. We can use the transform, but you want a delay in your fading. We can have a fading, as you can see, and we can delay this animation with maximal 3 seconds.
Yeah. I want to do a delay of 4 seconds. What?
All right, let's try it. It actually works. 4 seconds.
Okay, let's get friendly again.
So yes, Ferdy, it is possible with Divi. We just did it. Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Well,
for me.
Can you also slide in? And can you bounce?
Yeah, we can.
And can you roll? And can you fold? Can you flip? And can you zoom? Let me show you.
Bounce in, slide in, rotate in, flash in, pulse in, rubber band. Can you shake it in?
Rubber band?
Wow!
Oh, okay. Divi got some work to do right there. That is.
You want to click and then, no.
All right. Next question is, can you add any effect to any module? And I'm looking for animation effects. So let me show you what I mean with this website. As you look into this, all is sliding in.
That's me.
Yeah, this is an awesome page about the FC Ferdy soccer team. And if I scroll down, you see things moving.
Wow.
This is the team.
It was my dream to become a professional soccer player. But now I'm sitting on a chair making videos. Also nice.
Also nice.
Becoming fat.
So, and as you scroll down, you can see all these elements are really falling into their place or just flipping like this. It's a really nice effect. And these are hover effects, something else, but they're really sliding into, and the big difference is with the other effects we just talked about is it is just one time. If you scroll up, it doesn't show the effect again. It just stays the way it is. Can you do that with Elementor Pro?
Yes. Over here I have design. So I added this page with Elementor. So over here I have this element, an animated headline, fashion, all that other stuff, realism. And I can go to the advanced settings of this element, go to motion effects and entrance animation, and I can make it slide in. I can make it slide in slow with a delay. So I can say 1 second, and I can duplicate it and paste the style. And what will happen then if I update it and I take a look, you see it appears like that. And if I scroll down, let's grab this element, for instance, and let's slide it in from the left with motion effects. I can, fade, slide in from the left, and I can also search, slide in from the right, really slow. And this other one, I wanted to rotate in, advanced, motion effects, and then rotate down right. So again, and what I do when I use the eye, I go automatically to this page. And then when I change something over here, so let's do something really quick. Change this background to this color. Or, okay. If I update it, what will happen? This will automatically refresh.
Wow.
That's what I also like. In the beginning, again, I had to get used to it, and now I'm like, oh, it saves a refresh button, click, or
it's a smart feature.
That's how it works. You see the slide in, and when I scroll up again, there's no animation. So this is the one-time animation. So Elementor Pro can do this.
Awesome. And let me show you how you can do it in Divi. So in Divi, you just go through the setting, to the module you want to change. And then you go to design, animation, And here you can use any one of these styles: fading, bouncing, rolling, folding, flip, zooming, animation direction, center, right, left, up, down, the duration of your animation, the delay, and the intensity. Now, the intensity is pretty nice, because when you put it on 100%, it just shows the entire image. If you put the intensity a little bit lower, then it's a little bit of fading effect on it. So that's really cool. And you can also change the starting opacity. That's something I missed in the Elementor Pro. That will change the hardness of the animation.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. And you can also meet the speed curve, change this one to ease in, out, ease in, ease out. If you Google this, you will see graphs, which shows how it actually works.
Wow.
And you can make it a loop, but you definitely don't want to make it a loop, because you will go crazy in the end version. So, yeah, okay, great.
Okay.
Right. Do you have a question for us? For me?
Yes. Right now I'm working on a shop page, a template. And then I think, okay, I can click on things, change the settings. But then if I want to go to the header, before I had to go outside of the page build Elementor, go to another template. But right now I can just hover over here. I see this yellow area and I can edit the header. I stay in Elementor. Now I can change things in the header. And if I've done that, I can go back and edit the product archive. So I can switch between templates within Elementor. The question is, can you do that within Divi?
I'm pretty impressed.
Me too.
I'm pretty impressed, because Divi has, of course, the theme builder, which is very powerful. Let me show it to you. You go to Divi, theme builder. And in the theme builder, you can create any kind of header, global body and global footer, and you can add it to any pages that you would like. So use this template on all pages, homepage, specific page, or only the children. For this tutorial, for this video, I created this on the versus pages. It's like your category or your children pages. And this works really good. You can also do excluding from. So you have it's a really powerful builder, but you have to leave the Divi builder and go into these options to go to the theme builder.
Yeah.
But this option from Elementor Pro, it's really speeding up things.
Okay.
So it's nice.
So since we're talking about theme builders, Divi has a theme builder, Elementor Pro has a theme builder. So I see on your screen there's a global header. So if I understood you correctly, you can decide where you want to show that specific header in the website. So based on categories, products.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this feature.
Yeah.
You can show it on any page where you want it and create different headers. And also with this page builders, it's actually the Divi page builder inside of your header or your footer or your global.
Okay.
So let me show you what I mean. It is just the power of Divi integrated into your entire header. Yeah. You can create anything with it. It's great.
I know the answer already, but I want to ask it for the viewers. So if you have a web shop with a category women and a category men, you can say, I want to have two different headers, one with a blue background in the header, one with a red background. And you can decide that for all the women products, there should be a different logo, different header. And for all the men, another one.
Yeah, of course you can.
Wow. Yeah. So the sky is the limit.
The sky is actually the limit. And you can use it like categories. If you have WooCommerce installed on your Divi website, I didn't install it on this one, but you would see here products and you have categories of products. So yeah, it's cool.
I have to say I'm impressed with this way, because if I go to my page builder, Command E, theme builder is called. They renewed it. I have to say Divi was first with creating it, make it look better. What I see over here, all my templates, so all my single post templates, well, there are none over here, all my headers. And then I can click on edit. And because you showed it, I want to show how it is done in Elementor. I have to say, this is faster, I think. I need to click on the area over here and display conditions. And now I can also say, where do I want to display this? On the entire site or a certain archive, like all the blog posts or from a certain author. But the theme builder gives you so much freedom, both for Elementor or both for Divi.
Yeah, it's great.
To I know in 2014, I wanted to have a different logo on a different page.
Oh yeah, it was impossible.
And I had no idea.
Oh, it was
I
horrible.
needed to work with custom fields, but not a plugin custom fields. No, I need to go into the PHP code. Finally, I made it work, and then I did an update of the theme, and then I had to.
Yeah, you lost everything.
And now it's so easy to do that.
Yeah,
man. Will you have a complete Divi tutorial in the future? Well,
of course. But they are launching new features so fast that when I'm creating one, it's outdated again.
And then you can create a new one.
Yeah, that's the way we should do it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was my question for you, isn't it?
I also got it the same. Well, while we're on.
Yes.
Got a little
I wonder what you want to say.
While we're on WooCommerce, can you change any product page with the Elementor Pro builder? And this is what I mean. So yeah, with Divi, you can change any module in WooCommerce. So as you see on this page, these are standard WooCommerce fields, but they're just placed with Divi. You can place it anywhere you like, and you can design it any way you like. So this is a really powerful feature. If you go all the way up on the screen, then you have different products like beauty on the top. And as you can see, the standard WooCommerce product information has been filled out, also the images, but you can place it any way you like.
Wow, looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The great thing is it's a totally different design with the same information.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can create anything with it, like the stars, the price,
like
the add to cart buttons.
Wow.
All standard WooCommerce.
Wow. Yeah, this looks beautiful. Related products, of course, reviews. I'm impressed. And of course, you can have your own content.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's totally customizable. So
yeah.
Is this also possible in Elementor Pro?
Yes. The only limit there is me. Because if I create this, then I created a page. Let me see. Where is it? Product page. No, I don't know. But what I can do, I can go to a single product. There it is.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's empty.
I can create a new one. So I hover over new. So I can say this one should be applied to all the women category stuff. And then this one. And then there are a few examples. So I can also show you like this. I have to say, and if I want to see them again, I click over here. A different one is this one. But I have to say the designs of Divi, they are outstanding. You can do that with Elementor, but you need to be a good designer. And as you see over here, since it's a product template, you see you can have your breadcrumbs over here. You can have your product title. If I want to, I can do totally different. I can create a new area with a background, and I say in the background that should be 200 pixels high, and then go to style and to classic, and then I can say I want to have the featured image of the product in the background.
Yep.
Of course, change the size to cover so we see a little bit, because right now we don't see it. Right now you see this over here, and I can also go to the settings and to the preview settings. Here I can change what I want to see. So if I say sweater, the header sweater, for instance, and I apply it, you can see while you're building it, all the results. Well, over here, product rating, and you can make it look different, but there you can style it.
Okay, so you have the WooCommerce blocks, so you just drag and drop them inside, and then you can style them. Okay, all right. So it's basically the same.
So you can style the product page, but you can also style the archive page, and you have a lot of freedom with it. So there's a lot possible. So yes, it is possible.
Great.
So we are back from our break. Part 2 is coming. I think we're going to finish it soon. How do you say that? Coming to an end. WordPress Docter. What about Divi and Popups?
Divi and Popups. It's very interesting that you're naming that, because it is a feature that I really want to have for a long time, standard in Divi. At this point, you cannot create a pop-up within Divi without using plugins or code.
Okay.
Yeah, then that's a shame. It's really a shame. But can you do it?
Yes. I will go to the back end. Then we can go to templates. And then here we have pop-ups. And I always say it the wrong way. It's just the way it is. Sometimes I search on Google pop-up pronouns. I'm even telling it the wrong way. Yeah. But that's for another time. Add pop-ups. Pop-ups.
Pop-up.
Pop-up. Pop-up. I can add a new one. I can give this a name. Pop-up. Pop-up. Email list. Create a template. And I'm not going to create one from scratch. You can. But now you see a new tab over here. Pop-ups.
Nice.
And you can take a look. How will they appear? Like that on the screen. Oh, back to the library. Otherwise you close the whole area. You can also search by category, fly in. So let's see. It flies in. You don't see that right now.
All right, cool.
But you can do that. And you can even use it as a message like, hey, privacy policy stuff, and you agree to the terms, or cookie notice. That's what I mean. So you can be creative with it. You can also have a countdown. But what I like the most, of course, is how to get a sign up form. So if I insert this one, I can style it. I can create so many triggers. Like if you scroll down for 30% of the page, then it should pop up. Or when you click on a button, or when you are doing nothing on the website, or when you're going to the X over here, then it should appear. Appear is a better word than pop up. So that's what you can do. And again, you can change so many things over here. There's a lot of freedom. It's actually an Elementor page. You can do everything that we do in Elementor, but then in a pop-up that will appear when you trigger it. And if I would publish it, here are the conditions. You can add a condition. Where do you show it? Well, on the entire site, or only on a certain page. So maybe you have a blog post about Divi. That can be the case. And then you can have a pop-up that says, do you want to learn more about Divi? And then you can have a separate list for Divi users in your business. So I can show this on a certain blog post. So I want to show it on the entire site, and I click on next. Then there are triggers on page load. So after 2 seconds, it will appear. Or when people scroll down for 50%, or both. So, or they wait for 2 seconds, or they scroll on element on a click. So you can say when they click somewhere, it appears. If you want to go back, click here, go to triggers. So this is a whole tutorial on its own. I have one, but I will create a new one because
it's really great.
It's
really,
I love it.
Awesome functionality. And I have to say, within the license of Divi, you get, of course, the possibility to download the plugin called Bloom.
Yeah.
And Bloom does the same as this.
Shall I tell you something?
But you have to install the plugin.
I use Bloom on my website.
On your Elementor website?
On my own personal, my website. So if I go to a tutorial, you can subscribe to the newsletter. You can leave your name and your email. You can subscribe.
There it is.
You can also let it fly in. So there are possibilities with Divi. And if I can say that instead of you, please follow me, by the way, on Facebook. I have 0 followers. So I need to reconnect something over here. But it is really easy to create a pop-up with Divi, with Bloom.
With Bloom, yeah, it is.
But it's a little bit more limited.
Yeah, and if we follow the rules of this video by the letter, then no, Divi cannot do it. But if you follow the letter of the license, it's part of the package. Yeah, all right.
So since we're talking about the plugins in Divi, there's also the other one, a Monarch.
Monarch, yeah. That's pretty cool.
What is it?
It's a sharing plugin. So you can share any posts and pages with just one click. It's a really intuitive plugin. It's really easy to do. And it can really help you share articles on different social platforms. To be honest, there are missing a couple of platforms. Google Plus, for example, is still in it. So Elegant Themes, fix it. Also, I want to share things using WhatsApp. Because WhatsApp in our country is really big. It's the #1 messaging app in this country. But we missed the button share this on WhatsApp. And the integration is already there. The IPs are already there. So they just have to put it into this Monarch plugin.
Okay. Well, do you have a question for me?
Yes, I do. Can you actually change content of your module or your row or your section if you change the view size of your device? For example, you're switching to a tablet or you're switching to a mobile. Is it possible to change the content? So let me give you an example. This image is from the beautiful, cute dog. It's on desktop. You see the word desktop right here. And when I change this by using this, I'm going to an iPad. You see the dog has changed. And also this word has changed. Also, if I change this to a iPhone X.
Wow, that's the cutest one of 3.
You want to adopt them, don't you?
Wow.
So the mobile have changed and the background changed again. So the funny thing is you can do this with any module or anything in Divi. So you just go to the settings of your module, your row or anything. And here you can go to tablet mode and you can just change the content for only on tablets, also with phones. And you can do this with buttons. You can do this with text. You can do this with anything in Divi. I think it's a really awesome feature.
Well, I can tell you that that is not possible in Elementor, but what I can do, I can drag a header over here, bring it to the center, call this desktop, bring it to the center, make it a little bit bigger. Then I go to the tablet view. I can duplicate this area. Here I can say tablet. Then here on desktop, I go to advanced, responsive, and I say hide this on a tablet and on a mobile.
Yeah, you achieve the same.
Yeah, but with so much more
effort.
Difficulty.
Yeah, more effort. And the funny thing about Divi, you can do it with anything, with colors, with effects, with what you are showing is also possible in Divi. You just go to advanced and you go to visibility. And here you have disable on phone, disable on tablet, disable on desktop. Yeah. So it's actually, this is the same as in Elementor Pro, but they don't have this option right here. That's what you say.
Yeah, right. But I can, if I now would, let me see, desktop, tablet. So I have the same, but I need to put some more effort in it.
Yeah.
So that's how you can achieve that.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have anything more?
Yeah. Let's talk about modules or elements. In Divi, they are called modules.
Yeah.
So a header module, a text editor module.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
Right.
What do we have when it comes to the Divi modules?
Right, let me show you. So how it actually works, you just press this plus button and here you can insert all the modules that Divi has to offer. Hold up, this is the full white module. This is not the real, you have to pick this one. All right, so you press this plus button here, you can do it. You have the accordions, the audio, the counters, the bar counters, the block. You can show a slider of your blog posts. You have blurbs, I've showed it with the icons, buttons, of course, call to actions, circle counters, simple code, so you can enter any code you would like into Divi. Comments is useful in blog posts or also in pages. You can enable comments on pages with this one. Contact form, a countdown timer, divider, emails, portfolio, galleries, images, login. This is very useful if you want to create a login page for members of your website. A map, of course, I would not use this one because you have to use the Google Maps API key and API key.
API.
API.
I have had the same mistakes.
API key, and that is just, I know what your experience is, but the Google API key is just...
You need to leave your credit card details, even you know they're not going to charge you unless you use it 20,000 times.
Yeah, so I created a video about the things you're doing wrong with Divi. This is one of them. Don't use the map module. I could show you a way easier method. And the menu, of course, number counters, person module is like the blurb, but only with the persons, portfolio, post navigation, slider, titles, pricing tables, search bars, your shopping cart, your sidebar, sliders, social media follows. There are a lot, actually. It's really amazing. Tabs, testimonials, just a normal text, a toggle button, a video and a video slider. Those are the modules, the normal standard modules. If you have WooCommerce added also on your website, you get all the Woo modules also added to this one. So let's head over to Elementor Pro. Let's see what modules are available.
We have intersections, so you can have elements. You can have a section in the section, and that gives you more freedom to create whatever you want. Of course, headings, images, text editors. This is also available in the free version. And then we have the pro version, so blog posts, a portfolio. A portfolio, you do not only display portfolio items, it can also be blog posts, it can be products, it can be anything.
Portfolio, projects.
Gallery, a way to display images, a form, also login, slides, navigation, animated headline, something like this, different words. A price table, price list. What I do, it's my video, so I decide to do it. If you want to learn about all the elements within Elementor Pro, you can go to Elementor Pro. Elements explained. And there I'll talk about all the elements. And to make it a little bit quicker, that's me, the thinner version.
Your hair is really great.
Yes. We all make mistakes in life. And then here you see all those things. I have tutorials about them. And of course, they're adding to it. And again, if I use WooCommerce, you see extra things. I'm not going to talk about all of them. Oh yeah. Oh, that's also nice. You can write stuff. That's really nice.
Okay.
But since we're talking about this, what about external plugins that would make Divi even better? Are there a few plugins you would say, wow, that would, if you have the money, you're an agency, you want to give the best to your client, this is a must-have plugin for Divi users?
Well, I don't use a lot of plugins. I mainly code them in myself or copy-paste snippets. But if there's one plugin I could really advise you to have, is this one. I can show you a demonstration of how it looks. So this is a website of a client of mine I created. And what Divi doesn't have out of the box is this. You see this moving logo?
It's really smooth. That's really what I like.
Smooth, and you can make some really smooth movement of anything. Not only logos, but also reviews with stars and everything. I really like this plugin, and it's not that much money. So if you should buy one plugin for Divi, this one would be it. Yeah. In my opinion.
Okay.
The other plugins are just making things more easier to manage and just adding CSS codes and little small updates that you can easily find on the net and code them in yourself. So I would say this one is the best.
Yeah. And if you get this on your website, where will it appear? Will it appear below the modules of Divi?
Yeah. It's just integrated into the Divi modules, and there they place it in. It is from this plugin is from Divi Gear. It's called the Divi Slider. Actually, two plugins that I usually use to expand the features of Divi. That's the Divi Carousel that you just saw. It's created by Divi Gear. You can find it. And the Divi FontAwesome. This one will load all the FontAwesome icons into your Divi builder, because the standard icons in Divi are not that much. And if you load the FontAwesome icons in there, it's amazing.
Okay.
We have thousands of icons just for use for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a free plugin.
Let me check that. I don't think so. No, this is not a free plugin. It is a paid plugin, but you can also use different tutorials to add FontAwesome into your Divi website without any cost. But this is, I think, the most easiest way, because it integrates everything nicely into your modules.
Nice.
Yeah.
Talking about icons, if I search for it, icons. I think Elementor has amazing icons. There's a whole library. You can find it over here. You can import your own. We don't have to talk about it, but I guess you can import icons. You can import custom fonts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's basic stuff that you should have.
Yeah.
But
If you're struggling with importing fonts with Divi and you get a security message, I have a video made about that because it's really frustrating.
And here I can, this is a font, and the great thing of an icon, and the great thing about icons, they are vector based. So no matter how big you make them, they will stay sharp.
So do you also have the FontAwesome icons in Elementor Pro by default?
A few,
okay.
Not all of them.
The free ones, or?
Yeah, the free ones.
You have to register with FontAwesome to put them in there?
No, they're by default. Okay,
Cool.
look, if you take a look over here, you see FontAwesome regular, FontAwesome solid, FontAwesome brand, so things like Instagram. And then you can add your own libraries, or you get a subscription of FontAwesome Pro version, and then you can integrate it and you can use them.
I like this
On your website. Yeah,
I really like this because the icons are actually, they are categorized. In Divi, you just have to look through 2000 icons.
yeah. And you can also have 3 different ways to show them framed. And if you do that, you can make it a circle or a square. So I like it. When you hover over it, you can change it, and you can link, of course, to it. So talking about icons.
Great.
What I like as an extra is, if you talk about free versions, is Elementor. And the great thing is, let me show you really quick. Yeah, it's for WooCommerce.
Okay.
WooCommerce is a little bit restricted when it comes to editing the thing. Even if you have Elementor Pro, because it's WooCommerce is a plugin within WordPress. So it does not mean that you can change everything within it when you have Elementor Pro. But if you go to plugins, add new, and search for Elementor, it gives you that extra to you can edit more things within Elementor, within WooCommerce, within Elementor. So dat installeren duurt lang. Let me show you really quickly what will happen. Oh, zo heeft er zin in. Activate the plugin. Then you will be redirected over here. Turn them all on. Save it. And now, when I would go to Elementor, let me see, templates, theme builder, and I would go for the new version, and I go for a single product or archive, or you know what, just a normal page. What you'll see when you edit the page is that they will be added over here. So here you see Elementor Shop, a lot of different options. So that gives you more freedom to create the page you have in mind when it comes to the cart or to the checkout. And there's a free version and there's a paid version. And the paid version, I would advise, if you really are going to be an agency, go to ferdycorp.com/CB, stands for Croco Blocks. Then you go to this website, and this will give you also a lot of possibilities to add more to your Elementor website. Plugins, a lot of plugins, 150 extra widgets within Elementor, pre-made pop-ups.
Do you really need those? Or is it just nice to have, or is it a need to have?
Well, some things cannot be done within Elementor Pro, but with Jet Elements, I need to, if I click on pricing, you can see what is possible. Look at this. The Jet Woo Builder will give you the freedom to create the WooCommerce pages, which you cannot do with Elementor Pro. The product gallery, you can have, there are more options to everything. So I will have tutorials about this. Jet search, if you use Elementor Pro with custom fields, like adding extra things like square feet, how many floors, if you are creating a page about real estate, then you can create a beautiful filter using Jet search. So you can use it in combination with Elementor Pro. And before I really want to promote it, I would like to say I will make tutorials about it. So when I make tutorials about it, I feel more liberated to say, get this.
Yeah.
But right now you can go to the tutorials of my competitors. Unless I made a tutorial about it, then you cannot do that anymore. You need to go to mine. But if I would become an agency, and I would start from scratch with $1,000 or $1,500.
This would be.
I would go
choice.
for Go Geek with SiteGround. I would go for Elementor Pro for 1,000 websites, and I would go for Croco blocks and then the all-inclusive lifetime version. And then you can make beautiful websites.
Beautiful things, yeah. So Divi has also a lot of these kind of plugins available on the net. Especially the Divi Elegant Marketplace, you can find all this kind of stuff. And yes, they will include more modules than you can ever use in your entire life. So yes, they're cool, but sometimes I think it's a little bit too much. But if you really have your idea of what you want to create and you can do it with the standard out-of-the-box Elementor Pro or Divi, then these things are really useful when you can't seem to find the right module. So it's very helpful sometimes. Yeah. All right, so another thing is, can you create effects on hover? I think you can do it, but let me show you what I mean. If you move your mouse over these cats, you see them move in all kind of different direction. Now, adding this to your website, I wouldn't advise that because this really doesn't look useful at all.
No.
But the smooth ones, little ones like this one, is pretty cool to really pop something out of your screen. So you can definitely use this. And if you go to the visual builder, I'm going to show you how you can easily do that in Divi. You just select the image or the blurb or the module wherever you want to use it, because you can do this in any module you can. You go to design, you go to transform, and in this transform you have a desktop option or a hover option. The funny thing is, if you don't want to use it on hover but just on desktop, you can also use this to change your entire image. For example, you can give it another place in your website. Here you go. Of course, it is limited within the section, but you can use anything of these transform options because it's really a transform CSS function you can use to really change your images. And when you go to hover, you will change it to the hover place. You can change it to when you hover your mouse over the module. It's very straightforward, very easy to use for everybody, and it is pretty useful.
I've not been listening to any words you said because I'm taking a look at all the names you created for me. Party boy in every area. Wow, you know me so well. But can you maybe go through it one more time? Okay. Well, I have to say, I think this is applicable or applicable to every area on the website. So modules.
Modules, sections, rows. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really great.
You got me. Because if I would select this. Okay, let me grab an image. Basic image. Oh, wait. Over here. Okay, so if I hover over here, I should be able to do something with it. I think, please help me, Elementor community. I think it's not possible for everything. Of course, if there's a button, I can say, let's tell there's a hover, and I can have a hover animation, and I can have, we talked about mouse-based animations where the pointer is and scroll effects. But if I see a random element and I hover over it, I don't know if I can
you can change it.
Do something with that.
The funny thing is, those options are really integrated in every part of Divi.
Yeah.
So for example, here we have a row. You can just go to design and go to transform, and here you can place the entire row to make it huge.
Yeah.
It's no problem at all. You can just rotate it, make it 3D stylish, you know? Just make it a little bit bigger so you can see it.
Wow.
So it's really cool. The possibilities are really...
Yeah, when you get creative, you can create some really nice things with it.
It's really awesome. On hover and just with normal.
Can you also do it the other way around? That when it's not hovering, it looks like that. And when you hover over it, it looks straight?
Yeah, this is just this.
Oh, that's what you mean with desktop.
This is, desktop is the normal.
Yeah.
If we reset it, just press this button, everything's back to normal. Really nice. And when we press on hover,
wow,
I want to make it 3D like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you win for once. What? Okay. Well, then it's my turn. Let's take a look at navigation. I know it from Divi. There's, for instance, over here, there's a sticky link, but there's also a menu. If I cannot select it, how would you do it in Divi?
Good question. You have different options to do that. Right there, you go to the options below. You have on the right side, you have the tablet view, mobile view, phone view, and you have the wireframe view. In the wireframe, you can see just this view, and it is useful, but if you haven't given the right names to your sections, module rows, it can be a little harsh. You can use the layer. This is the layer navigation, but also the same applies. If you haven't named them right, then it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
So that's good when you create your website, give it the right names. You can do this right here. Click on settings on every row, module, or section, and all the way down is the admin label. And you can change your label right there. And there's also another possibility. If you're looking at the desktop view, or the front end view, as we like to call it, you can also use these options. Here you have a clicker. This means I have to click one certain area just to get all the options.
Yeah.
And you also have the grid view. This is very nice. It will show all the options, all the modules, all the rows and everything. So yeah, it's very useful if you can't select the thing you're looking for. But I mostly use the wireframe if I can't select anything, because we've all created this crazy hovering, overing, transforming stuff, and you can't seem to check the right settings.
Looks good. So maybe also nice if you're a beginner in Divi, or you want to give Divi a try. And you can import a pre-made template by Divi, and you can take a look how it's built up, so you can learn a little bit how it's created.
Especially on the sections, because you have so enormous. If I press this plus button, I can add sections. You can add regular sections, and then you get all the rows. The same with Elementor Pro, but they also have these specialty sections. Yes, and if you don't know how things are working, if you're seeing this in a template, then you get all confused. How on earth did they create this? Well, go to your wireframe and you will see exactly how they did it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have something similar, not like that. It's beautiful. What I have is the navigator. So if I want to select some area and I don't know how because it's in front of something else, or I cannot see the tablet view, I can go to the navigator. You can drag it around if you want to. And I can also align it to the side. And right now I have a little bit of smaller screen, but if I would make it full screen and I have a big 27-inch screen, or I don't know, then you still see the website. You can have this at the side. And again, I only see sections, but when I click on it, I go to that section and it's outlined. So I know over here it says column layout, so I can now give it a name. Then if I'm somewhere in the website and I want to go to the column layouts, I can click over here, then I go there. And if you have more areas, for instance here, I can call this contact forms or forms.
But this is also the same. Look.
Yeah, it's the same as layers.
Look,
yeah,
it works.
So you have
change it.
You have extra functionalities. That's what I have. We call it the navigator.
Ah, okay. But it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Because if you open it, you see the amount of columns.
Yeah. How long is this part of Elementor? Because this is relatively new. It's been around.
Time goes fast. I think this is this was a huge thing. I think 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago.
All right.
And I will ask it for a long time because
this is great.
What I did some like this, and then some minus margin. And then if I wanted to select this, this appeared, and I was like, I created a tutorial about it, and now when people watch that tutorial, they're mad at me like, hey, it's so much easier. And I'm like, look at this, it's 4 years old. So when I could not select this, because I can also go to the Z index, make it a minus, or you cannot make it a minus, but if this will be in front of it, I could not select it, and then I can go to the navigator.
Yeah, it's
select it like that. And
it's a great feature.
Yeah.
In both page builders, it really works awesome.
Yes.
Right, so I have one more thing. Do you have a kind of dividers on sections end and starts? And let me show you what I mean with that.
I want to end with a win, of course, with at least
A win.
an equal score. So if I don't have it, I feel like, okay, we need to bring something else up.
So if you go to your editor, you can add easily design elements to the sections of your page. You go to design, you go to dividers, and here you see on the top or bottom. As you can see on the bottom right here, we have these, well, let's call them mountains, but you can change them to these triangles, and you see this changing on screen. And let's make it round. You can also change the colors of them. You can change the height of them. It's really great. You can make it horizontal repeat. You can flip it. Now we have a bowl. Now we have a whatever this is. So you can go nuts with this. They are built in. They're like SVGs, so they don't get any. They're like vectors.
Yeah.
So they don't get less sharp the way you do it. And it's really nice. You can also add it to your top. So does Elementor Pro has a similar feature like this?
Yes, both in the free version and in the pro version.
Great.
So if I go to this section over here, I can go to style, close this, and there's the shape divider.
Nice.
So again, at the top, I can have clouds. The thing with you see the result immediately.
Yeah,
that's a plus.
Easy.
I like it, but I usually like to keep it minimal. So I would not do something like this really. I would not do something like that, but I like a nice tilt. You can change the settings. Of course, also change the colors, flip it, bring it to the front. So with the Z index should be in front of this. So if, for instance, if I will make this bigger, would it be in front of this text or behind? Oh, you can do that like that. Flip it. And then of course there's the bottom, and you can also choose something. And if you invert this, then you see the power of inverting. Exactly.
Right.
The other way around.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same.
Yeah, and you have different. So if I invert this, what will happen? Nothing. Oh, it's bringing to the front. No, there's no invert option. So depending on what you choose over here. So we have it for the sections. We don't have it for columns, I think.
No, it's only on sections also in Divi, because it's the way the things are rendered.
This is a big thing. If you want to create a certain style or feel in your website, well, then this is something you could do throughout your whole website.
This is great. I use it a lot for clients to make a certain stylish on your pages. It's really great. If you use it but it's with everything has to be in balance with the rest of your design.
Okay. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
My idea is, I know Elementor, I know Divi, that making your website optimized for all devices, it seems to be quite a challenge in Divi. If I would go to the tablet mode over here and I see things could be different, I see this icon over here, so I know everywhere this icon appears, I can change it. So here I can bring it to the right. And if I go back to the desktop, is in the center again. If I want to go to a mobile, it's also to the right. So it's getting the option from the
tablet.
Yeah, from the device above. So if I change something here in the tablet, it will also be changed on the mobile. But on the mobile, I can say again, bring it to the left, or I can make it bigger. And then I go back to the tablet and it's a small text again. I find it really easy to make this as beautiful as I want it to be, to style it. Okay, I need some more padding over here, but only on the tablet. So over here, I increase it. And then on a smartphone, I bring it back. Or I take a look at it. Okay, it's not necessary. So over here, I want to have no margin. How's it with Divi?
Yeah, it's also very easy. You just go to the settings of your text. For example, go to design. Let's add some little more spacing. Look at this padding.
Yeah.
You have this button right here. If I press this button, I can change the padding for only on tablet.
Yeah. So exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. So let's put it on 20 padding. Oh, where are we going? So let's put this on, for example, 5 view wide. You can see that it's changing on the tablet. And if I go to phone, I can change the padding also. And it also takes the one on the above. The settings for the device closest to this device. So you can change this to like 10 pixels or something. And then you can see that it changes on tablet. Why is this constantly going down? I don't know. And you can go back to desktop and you see different settings for the devices. So it's very easy.
Wow.
And on top of that, also change the colors per device, change the font per device. Because if you use this font on a mobile and you're like, it's not very good readable on my mobile device, just change it for only for your mobile.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a really important question. Imagine people want to go from Divi to Elementor. And they have no lifelong subscription, but a yearly subscription, and they cancel their subscription. What happens after their license is gone? And they have a website with Divi.
It's a very good question. First of all, your website will stay the same and will keep running. But the point is, you cannot update your Divi to the newest version. It won't download any new versions of the Divi theme. And also, you cannot import any new templates created by Divi. Also, not the old one. Because at the moment you want to import a layout, it says you have to have a valid license. But if you have already imported it, and then your license goes away, there's no problem. You can just use it forever and ever.
How about modules? Can you add modules after you cancel your subscription?
Yeah, because all the modules are also in Divi theme. There is no extra upgrade for extra modules.
No.
So when you cancel your subscription, you can use it forever. But as you know, when time goes by, when WordPress updates and Divi does not update, your website can break. So I always recommend keep the latest version. It's also very hackable.
For me
How
personally,
is that with Elementor?
Yeah, first, if you use Divi, I would definitely go with a lifetime subscription.
Yeah, for sure.
So whatever you will do, you always have everything updated and stuff. Also for clients, can you use it on a client's website?
Unlimited websites. And the funny thing is they use API keys for elegant themes. So you have this, I can't show it right now because all the name of my clients will be visible, but you have your own member area in Elegant Themes website, and you can create different API keys for different side of your clients. So when a client stops paying you, you can simply delete their API key.
They cannot use it anymore.
And they cannot use it. Well, they can use their website, of course, but they can't update it anymore because they left you. Well, it's not the nicest thing to do, but in some cases it can be handy and useful when they are, for example, they have copied their own website to create multiple websites, and they're even selling your license. You don't want that.
It can also be handy if you create a tutorial about Divi and you forget to blur the API key code. I did it. I heard about it a few months later and I was like, no, this video is getting so much views. And then I sent an email like, okay, guys, I screwed up. And they said, you can disable your, and I was like, oh.
You are saved. Yes.
So I checked how many people use that code, like 200. No, that's not correct. Okay, back to your question.
Yeah.
How does it work with Elementor?
How does it work with Elementor?
Well, instead of just repeating something they say on Elementor, I really dive deep in it. I imported things. I canceled my subscription and I dive deep. And what I found out, when you have Elementor Pro for a year, you cancel your subscription on the 1st of January 2021. And it's the 2nd of January 2021. You don't have a valid subscription. What will happen? Your website will remain intact. The customer support will be the normal support instead of the priority support. You cannot drag any new elements into the page builder, but whatever you have will stay intact. So no more updates, no more premium support, no more changing of the website. But it is not like what people say that all the pro elements you have will be gone and only the free ones will. No. Yeah, that's it. How it works with the license. So yeah, again, I suggest you keep your license going for the amount you pay for it, $50 or $100 or $200 per year. I think it's a great deal. And as I said before, when you keep on paying them every year, it's also very healthy for a business to keep on doing what they are doing. They have a lot of employees, a lot of help desks. That's why I'm happy that Divi has both or per year.
It's great.
And how I think, it's a weird way of thinking, but sometimes I think every day people become 18. Like every day there are new people that want to learn how to create a website. So every day people are buying it, Elementor or Divi. So that keeps the company healthy, even in difficult times.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm really happy with that we are paying. Sometimes people say, I want to create the best website with free tools. And then I'm like, okay, it's possible. It is. But if you want to take it serious, go with a premium subscription.
Yeah.
As I said before, if you want to go for
discount, do you have discount?
You have discount.
I have 20% discount on your Divi lifetime license and your 1-year license.
What should they do in order to get
Follow the link WPressDocter.com/getDivi.
20%.
And then you will be redirected. It's an affiliate link, so you will be redirected to the 20% discount page.
Yes. I only have discount on the birthday of Elementor in June and around Cyber Monday and Black Friday. But if you have discount or not, you will save $5, $10 or $20 with the discount, or maybe, I don't know. But there's no discount, but the prices are amazing. $200 and you can create 1,000 websites, charge $2,000 per website. While I'm talking about creating more websites, I forgot something really important.
What did you forget?
Exporting templates and importing templates. If you create a beautiful template for your client and the next client says, I want something similar, are you going to create it again from scratch? No. What will you do?
No, it's pretty easy.
But by the way, buy Divi or Elementor. That's the point we wanted to make in the last thing we said. So, okay, let's continue.
With discount.
With no discount.
WPressDocter.com/getDivi and you get 20% off your license. So that is a awesome deal. And 20% on $250 really matters.
So what you pay for 1 year at Elementor, you get for a lifetime with Divi.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest differences between Elementor Pro and Divi is the pricing. Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, but we were talking about exporting and importing. It is a standard feature of Divi. It's really easy. You just go into the options and here you have a button which says add to library. You can just add your layout of the entire page, or you can add to the library just one section, one module, or whatever. You can add this to the library and you just give the name, press save to library, and it is in your library. Your library is here, is in Divi library. And here you can say what we did. We exported the entire page of the layout. Now we can actually, there's a button right here, import and export. If you press this button, you can just export this. Oh, you have to select what you want to export, of course. And then you can just export or import any files you want. So on Divi blog, they are creating constantly new pages and modules and stuff. And they use this, you can download them for free, even if you don't have a lifetime, if you don't have a license, but you have to have a license to get Divi. So, and then you can import all those layouts they create on their blog. It's really easy.
Wow. So with Elementor, I go to the normal. I can, on a section base. So if I have a section, this one with those 3 images, right mouse click, save as a template. I can give it a name. Or if I want to save the whole page, click over here, save as a template, give this a name. So name. Then I can go automatically to this area where I see all my templates. And then here I can click on export. Oh, let me save it first. Update. If I want to get back, I scroll down all the way. I click on the folder and name. Export. There it goes, a JSON file. And now if I would go to a new page, so Command A, create, New page. Oh, post can also be the case. I can click on the folder and I can, okay, let me go to my computer to a random JSON file, .json. I want to call my second son, if he comes Jason without an A.
Oh, my son actually is Jason.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we don't know your name.
No. I'm the WordPress doctor. Hey, friends.
So here it says 4 images with hover. It's a free template. And if I can have the liberty in my video, look at this, 4 images, I can insert it.
Yeah,
and then it appears with the images. What I have at ferdycorp.com, this is one of the things I want to do to give something extra to my community.
And this is pretty cool.
And you can do the same with Divi. You can go to templates and then you can fill in your details over here. You will be redirected to this area. And if you use Elementor Pro, click over here. And if you want to have a certain footer with a special or a header with a special area, like you have a store and you want to have a search bar, an account link and personal information, or this is your basket, you can click over here, see if you like it. If you scroll down, it appears like that. You can see how it looks on different devices and then you can download it over here. That's it. You can unzip it and then you can import it into your website. And that can help you to create a website fast. And what I want to do, that's my goal. I want to have a win-win situation. So I create tutorials on how to make this. Maybe we're going to challenge each other in the future how to make a website like Apple. And we're going to learn how to do it with Elementor Pro and with Divi. And then if I created something beautiful, which took me a lot of time, I will save that as a template and you can find it for free in that Elementor area. The catch is I get your email address and I'll sell you so much things. This will make me so rich. No, what I will do, I will send emails like, hey, I created a new Elementor related tutorial, or when there's a discount, you get an email. So that's it. And that's how I give away information for free, save a lot of time, help the community. And in that way, people go to my email list. And when they buy something through my link, I get a commission. That's how it works. Okay, there I gave away my whole idea of how I make money with on the internet. But I have 1% left on my iPad. I think we can wrap it up. Is there something you would like to say?
Well, I'd like to thank you, Ferdy, for everything you're doing. I mean, these templates, just downloading for free, that is just awesome. Really want to thank you for all your tutorials. You really inspire me and a bunch of other people around the world. So if you were inspired by this video, hit that like button so we know we were on the right track. And subscribe. And feel free to subscribe to the channel.
You don't have to do that, come on.
He is my man. And you can also subscribe to my channel, of course, the WordPress Docter. And we'll be seeing you on the next video.
Yes. Guys, later.